Hi all. Today let us understand what is the importance of doing a foreign currency revaluation in SAP. So we'll also understand what are the configuration steps and what are the end user activities to validate the results also. Before we get into that, foreign currency revaluation, everybody knows it. To know your right financial information legal entity wise, every month and this activity will be performed. Basically, to know what is unrealized gain or loss, it will be arrived by doing this configuration. And here, why actually we need to do our companies, why they want to follow this foreign currency revaluation? What if they don't follow? It's basically the accounting principles what they're using. Let's say if they're following IFRS or local GAAP, so if you're following particular accounting principles, there is a different rules that you have to perform these activities in your real-time business. Okay, so by saying that in accounting principles, there is a mandatory to do your foreign currency revaluation also every month, and so that your financial reports will show the right information at least. Yeah, that is a main motive. And here you have two segregations. One is realized gain or loss and the other one is unrealized gain or loss. Okay, so interview perspective also, in this topic you will get this question definitely. So let us understand what is realized gain or loss. Let's say in your legal entity you have your local currency. Okay, so apart from your local currency, if you do any other currency transaction, let's say you take a loan from outside of your local entities country. Let's say you were in India and you were taking loan from US. Okay, in that case the currency you are taking loan is USD. Okay, there will be a translation every day happens. Okay, so based on that you receive your local currency. While you are paying on that particular date, whatever the FX rate you have USD to INR, you just convert and you pay the amount. Okay, but there will not be any change in a document currency. If you take a 10,000 USD, you have to pay 10,000 USD. Okay, there is a change in your local currency based on exchange rates. But when you are making a payment, it's a permanent entry. It means that you are realizing that day whatever exchange rate you were paying. So whether you get a loss or a gain, okay, based on that you make a payment. So in simple, while making a payment, it will be a realized gain or loss, it will come. Okay, so coming to the unrealized gain or loss, basically unrealized gain or loss are nothing but what are the open items you have in your legal entity other than your local currency. If you say the previous example, you took a loan on USD currency but your local currency is INR. Okay, and you might take a euro currency. Let's say you bought some raw material from a foreign customer which he is belongs to the European country, maybe euro. Okay, so likewise what are the open items you have to be paid. Okay, but you are not paid during a month end. So however, on a month end date, whatever the exchange rate you have with the document currencies, system will have to do a calculation. What if I supposed to pay on a month end, whether I'll get a unrealized gain or loss. I need to show this in my P&L and balance sheet adjustment. Okay, so to do that, every month end there will be a foreign currency revaluation activity will be done. Okay, with that there is a temporary entry will be posted. It's not a permanent entry like in a realized gain or loss. In unrealized gain or loss in a month end, it's a temporary entry. To know your financials correctly, it will post a temporary entry and immediately post date of a next month the system automatically reverse this entry. Why? Because in a coming month we may do the normal payments, we may do the actual payments. Okay, if we don't reverse this month end revaluation entry, it will have a double impact. That is the reason foreign currency revaluation entries will be immediately reversed in a post date of a next month. Okay, so let us go to the configuration steps. These are the configuration steps. So if you compare to SAP ECC, here you have a few extra steps added. Let's say creating accounting principle, assigning accounting principle to the ledger group. Okay, so and assign evaluation area and accounting principles. These three steps are new steps newly added in a SAP S4 HANA. Before in SAP ECC we don't see these steps 1, 2 and step 5. Okay, these are the steps we'll see in a system step by step, and let us understand. Okay, before we go there, to make you easier understanding, I'll just explain you what is realized gain or unrealized gain or loss. Okay, so let's say we are in June 2022. Okay, let's say took a loan on USD 10,000. Okay, 10,000 USD we have taken a loan. So when I've taken, let's say I've taken a loan on today. So today 10,000 USD. Okay, so USD is 10,000. So today FX rate, there will be a foreign currency revaluation rate every day. Okay, so let's say today USD to INR, let's say the rate is 73 rupees. So how much local currency I'll get? I'll get local currency 7,30,000, 730k I'll get in INR currency. Okay, so in a document currencies USD is 10,000, but I've got currency in my local currency 730k. So let's say I'm making a payment. When I'm making a payment, let's say I'm making a payment on 20th June. Let's say it's not immediately will not pay, but to make you understand what is the realized gain or loss, I'm taking this example. I'm paying it. Okay, so whenever I am paying, there will not be any change in a document currency. I just have to pay whatever currency I owed. Okay, so here I owe how much? 10,000 USD I'm paying. So while paying on 20th June, if the exchange rate is 72 rupees, I'll get a profit. So let's say, see, 7,20,000, 720k. When I took a loan, I got 730k, 7,30,000. But when I am repaying it, due to the exchange rate less, I got a profit here. If you see here, I got a profit. So I'm making a payment. So this is a permanent entry. This we call it as a realized gain. Okay, what if the exchange rate might be 74? I supposed to get a 10,000 loss. Okay, so that is how this logic work. This is a realized gain. So let us think, when I'm paying, this is 74 rupees. Okay, so how much I need to pay? 740k. So here if you compare these two, so here is a loss. This is realized loss. Okay, this is how the realized gain or loss logic will work. But the same example we'll see what is unrealized gain or loss. Let's say in a month end 20th I have not paid this money. Okay, I have not paid this, you think. So however, in a month end, let's say 30th June 2022, so till I didn't pay this 10,000 USD, but I supposed to pay. System should understand, or we need to understand, what if I pay on a 30th, let's say I have whatever value I have an exchange rate 75 rupees. If I supposed to pay, how much I supposed to pay? 7,50,000 I need to pay. How much I took? When I took, it was 7,30,000 in my currency, but when I supposed to pay on a month end, what am I getting? I am getting 20,000 loss. Okay, 20,000 loss. It is a unrealized loss. Why unrealized loss? This is not an actual entry. Okay, I am not paying really. To have my financial reporting correctly, to understand the profit or loss, I am doing a foreign currency revaluation in a month end, so that I have just seen how much I supposed to pay, so that I got unrealized loss of 20,000. What if it is a 70 rupees exchange rate? So I might get 30,000 as a profit. So see, 30,000 I'll get a unrealized gain. So I took this 10,000 for 73 rate, and 7,30,000 I received. If I pay in a month end, as I have a 70 as exchange rate, I supposed to pay 7 lakhs only, so that I'll be getting a 30,000 as a unrealized gain. This is also a temporary entry. Obviously, first date of a next month, these entries will be reversed. next month, let's say 1st July 2022, will reverse this entry because these are the unrealized for open items where we are not actually paying a payment to have a reporting correctly done. So we are doing this is how theoretically realized gain or loss or unrealized gain or loss works. Let us go to the SAP and let's do the configuration. Okay, these are the configuration steps. Let's say first we have to create accounting principle. Let's go and create quickly. Financial accounting, global settings, ledgers, parallel accounting, define accounting principle. Technically you have two accounting principles. One is IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. The other one is GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. Every country has its own accepted accounting principles. Okay, so technically this is a test system. Everybody has used all the names. Let's try to put our own name. Okay, IN03. I name it as IFRS. My clients told they are following IFRS and they asked me to rename as IFRS or create as IFRS. Okay, save it. So I'm creating a new transport also. Okay, so to make it easier to not to forget, I'm just writing here IN03 is my accounting principle. So next what is the step? Assign accounting principle to ledger group. So normally I am following leading ledger only. I am doing a configuration. Leading ledger always will be a 0L, and let me assign this to the 0L. Then down only you have assign accounting principle to the ledger group. New entries. My accounting principle is IN03 and 0L is a ledger. Done. Okay, so this is the next. Define valuation method. Here in a valuation method we have a components. We'll tell the system, hey, what are the parameters you have to consider while revaluating, and what is the document type you need to post, what is the exchange rate type you need to consider. Okay, so save it, go back to the general ledger accounting. Periodic processing, as this is a month-end activity, and a periodic processing, go to the evaluate. See, define valuation method. You can name it 4-digit alphanumeric value, anything. So make it easier, I am putting IN03 only. So facts valuation method. Okay, so I want system to evaluate all the time, and for a line item it should evaluate, balance should be revaluation, and the final entries will be considered in a SA document type, because SA is a document type which is used for general ledger accounting. General ledger accounting is the one which helps to generate your external reports. I want these results to be reported in our external reporting. So exchange rate type I will consider M. Save it. So my method also I have defined as a IN03. In real time also, when you are making a configuration, you have to be very care enough to know update in any Excel or any notepad, but the choice in a test system, that is up to you. But in real time, what are the naming convention you need to use, that is based on a business decision. Okay, done. Next, define valuation area. Valuation area defines by using which method or which currency you can choose valuation. So based on your choices you can create your valuation methods, and it differentiates which method for which valuation area. So I'll put I3 as my valuation area, and my method is IN03. I already have created. I want system to be do revaluation my local currency, which is a 10 company code currency. Save it. So here valuation area I have created I3. Okay. Next, assign valuation area and accounting principles. These are new steps in S4 HANA. Check assign accounting principles and ledger group, new entries. What is my accounting principle? IN03. So my target ledger is 0L. Okay, valuation area, accounting principle, yeah, not this one. We have already done this. Step, come back. The last one, you see, assign valuation area and accounting principles. So my valuation area is I3, my accounting principle is IN03. Save it. This is done. I3 to IN03. Next, create a GL account. So normally here we create a 3 GL accounts in real time also. One is for realized gain or loss. Signs only will be different, but we use a 1 GL account for realized gain or loss. The other one is unrealized gain or loss, and the other one is balance sheet adjustment. Okay, balance sheet adjustment. Okay, 3 GL accounts we need to create, and post that we can map these GL accounts for an automatic determination of GL accounts and a posting. That we'll do later. First we'll go and create the GL accounts. First 00 will go. So make sure you have your company code. So we are doing it for IN03. So under expenses we need to create. So let me create. So non-operating expenses, retain earning stake, and this is it gain or loss? Same naming. Okay. Okay, done. So I'll copy the same and I'll create unrealized gain or loss. I'll just change the description, that's all. Okay. Unrealized gain or loss. Save it. Next, balance sheet adjustment under liabilities. So 3, 4, 6, and next let me create with this reference 7 liabilities FX BAL adjustment. It's not a reconciliation account. I'll have to remove Z001. Fine. Save it. We have all 3 GL accounts ready. So this is done. Next, prepare automatic postings for. Okay. Here when you do this will do in OB A1 this is the transaction code. Here there are transaction keys KDB. Here we map the non-open item GLs KDF. Here we map the open item GLs along with the reconciliation GL accounts. Reconciliation GL account is in a sense vendor reconciliation GL or a customer reconciliation GL account which are from AP and AR. That GL also will map here, so that any foreign vendor or a foreign customer open items also can be revaluated. Okay, so obviously we'll maintain a FX rate in OB08. Okay, first what I'll do is I'll just post one entry OB08. Okay, what are the GLs I have? Let me see. Let it be here. Okay, I have assets, cash and bank is there. This is in a display, cash and bank. This is open item GL. Okay, so to avoid a confusion, I'll just create my own GL account. Okay, this is 1004. I name it as prepaid account. Okay, prepaid is a current asset. Prepaid. So I'm not creating as a open item management. Intentionally I'm creating it's non-open item. So my GL is ready. So on this GL account, let's say if you're doing any transaction in this company code, this is a Indian company code. If I do any transaction on INR, there is no need of doing a foreign currency revaluation. Other than INR currency any transaction happens, that transaction needs to be revaluated, whether it could be a realized gain or unrealized gain. If you're making a payment, it will go in a realized gain phase. If you're doing in a month end, if you have not paid it, it will go in an unrealized phase. Okay, but other than local currency transaction only will be revaluated. Okay, now I'll go and post one general entry in this GL account with the document currency USD I'll use. Okay, 1606 2022 INR. No, if I do it in INR, there is no need of doing this configuration and will not understand. I am posting in a USD, let's say. Okay, so let's say I'll debit the, okay, let's say I'll debit my prepaid. Okay, prepaid, I am paying, let's say, prepaid insurance. How much I am paying to the, my insurer is in a US, so I'm using that way. Prepaid, let's say I'm debiting prepaid. From where I'm paying money? I'm paying from my cash account. Okay, cash or bank, what it is saying, you made post document up to, okay, there is a limitation. Let's try with this, otherwise we'll change. Okay, currency is a difference. Okay, okay, same currency, so you put a star, you put the same currency plus. Now the exchange rate is 76. 1 USD equals to 76 rupees INR. That is how it is taking. I'll show you from where it is taking. So 1000 USD we are paying prepaid, and we are paying it from our bank or cash. Okay, save it. So it took 76 as a exchange rate. From where it took? So first you just go and display the document you posted. You posted a document type which is SA. For this SA document type, OBA7, you go and see for a SA document type what is a exchange rate type assigned. You see exchange rate type M assigned. Now in OB08, go to the exchange rate type M, against USD INR, because in Indian company code we posted USD transaction. It took 76 rupees. Let us see. You see here there is an entry somebody made. So from 9th of June, he told system to consider 76 rupees is a conversion between 1 USD to 1 INR. That is the reason it took 76 rupees. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll make to have a revaluation, or to do the FX revaluation impacted. Whenever you post the invoice, if the exchange rate is 76, whenever you are making a payment or whenever you are doing a month-end revaluation, if the exchange rate remains same 76 rupees, there will not be any exchange rate configuration, or exchange rate postings will be derived by a system. No, nothing will happen. There should be a change in exchange rate, whether it could be less or a increase. Then only the exchange revaluation will take in place. Otherwise system will not post any entries. Okay, let's see, this is a how it has derived. Let's say now I'll go and run the FX revaluation. I have not completed. However, let's say, let us understand first how the issues will occur and how we resolve them. Okay, now in SAP ECC FAGL underscore FC underscore VAL, this is the transaction code we use to run the FX revaluation in a month end. But as we are in SAP S4HANA, system will not allow you to do this now. Let's see. See, this function is no more valid. See the note. In this note it was written clearly. So in S4HANA we need to use FAGL underscore FCV is the transaction code. Here we'll give IN03, my company code. So always the FX revaluation will be done on a month end, on a particular for the particular month, on a month end date will do. We are in June, let us give June end date. Okay, so what is the valuation area we have created? I3. So I3 I have given. See here, open item subledger. Here in this tab you can select the vendors or customers, okay, which are the subledgers. Here you can select open item GLs, the GLs which are created as a open item management. Those GL revaluation we can select here. Here the GL balances which are non-open item GLs you can select here. I want system to revaluate now for a non-open item GLs. Okay, if I gave a GL range here, that particular GLs only will pick. If I don't give here what are the eligible GLs, non-open item GLs having a different other than local currency posting, system will pick default. Here I want to distinguish, I'll give only one GL. Okay, what happened? Okay, I'm selecting prepaid GL. Okay, so in a posting tab, if you see here, simulation run, simulation ledger, this is new functionality which is brought in a SAP S4 HANA. In SAP ECC, we can simulate in a test run and we can see how many postings can happen or how many postings cannot happen due to any errors. But in S4 HANA, due to this simulation ledger, if you want to post this test run entities also, you can create a ledger and you can assign it. System will post, and the other functionality is you can delete the entries which are posted in a simulation ledger. Okay, that is only the difference. Now we are doing a test run first. Okay, so if you see here, the parameters are defined automatically. The document date, posting date is taken last date of a month end, and reversal posting post date of a next month. System it has taken by its own. Okay, this is how revaluation should post in a last date of a month, and reversal should happen in a post date of a next month. This is working. As we have selected this determine automatically, then system has considered by own itself. Let me run it. Okay, it's running. Let's wait a moment. Due to the generation program, okay, the first time we are running, system is asking, hey, run again. Okay, not an issue, we'll run again. The parameters you have to select correctly. Non-open item GL, so I have to go here. I have to select postings. Let us check document date, posting the reversal correct. Let us execute now. We are doing it in a test mode. You see here, this entry, this is a GL, it has picked. There is a value for 10,000 USD, and exchange rate, whenever you post an invoice, it was 76 rupees USD versus INR, and revaluation now also the exchange rate is 76 rupees. System is saying, hey, there is no difference between your invoice posting time and your revaluation time, so there is no need to post any entry. Your reporting is not required any additional entry here unless you have a difference in FX rate. So now what we do is we'll go and change the FX rate. We'll add one more entry. Let's say I'm telling system for a method M only from 25th June 2022 onwards. Okay, system should consider exchange rate as 78 rupees. I'm increasing. Okay, save it. Now there is a change in exchange. When I post an invoice, it was 76. Now I have changed it to 78 rupees. Okay, now let us rerun the same. You see now, so invoice time exchange rate was 76, revaluation time in a month end it's a 78 rupees. There is a difference of 2 rupees, 2 into 1000, 2000 rupees. Okay, 2000 is a difference, new difference. For this difference there is a FX revaluation entry needs to be posted by system. Amount posted, this value should be posted. If you see here, one posting it is showing. Okay, so if you see here we don't have a GL account. Okay, here why we don't have a GL account? We have not configured this setup yet. That is the reason you are seeing here error. For this non-open item GLs, you will have a permanent entry posted. Okay, there will not be any reversal if you see here. So but here there is no GL account. What is going to happen? That is not impacted here. So that is what it is showing in a error messages also. Whatever messages you got here, let us check the error ones. Account determination is incorrect in a company code for a valuation area for this GL account there is no configuration. Yes, we know we have not added a configuration. What it is telling, go to the procedure OBA1 and add the configuration, it is telling. Yeah, let us go and add that configuration now. If you're in a support project, if any new non-open item GL they've created and they have not added in a the correct configuration required, then they'll get this issue, and this will assign it to you. But you no need to worry. If any new combination comes, or maybe any existing combination they want to delete from the configuration, this is how these two kind of requests you get in a real time. Okay, now we'll do the configuration we'll do, and a path also we can do. So foreign currency valuation, prepare automatic posting for a currency, okay, or else this is a transaction code OBA1. Now this is a non-open item GL. As I told, we have to use a transaction KDB. You have to select your chart of account, and here you have to give any exchange rate key. Okay, so for naming I'll give INU something. Okay, here you need to select your realized gain GL account. Where is my realized gain? Yeah, this is my realized gain. Here I need to select unrealized gain or loss GL account. This is 3 I've created. Save it. Okay, the good thing is, if the error persists to non-open item GL, so in a production system directly you can add this exchange rate key in that particular GL account master data, so that the error will go off. If I go FR670, for which GL I got error? I got error for this GL account. I'll go in a change mode. If I am in a production, directly I can fix in a production, unless there is a new combination needed. So exchange rate, what is this? I created INU. INU. 1 minute, it's loading. Okay, it has took now. I've just added exchange rate type key in that particular GL account. Let's save it. Now come back, execute again. Now see, the posting is fine, that the GL has picked, and you don't see any errors. The message was gone, and now system is okay to post this entry. If you want to post this, you just come back, instead of test run you put updated run and execute, or else you do it in a background mode. Okay, normally this transaction will be processed in a background, not in a foreground. Foreground system will not allow you. Execute in background. In test system, put the output type as LP01. In real time we put LOCL. Okay, immediately I want system to post. Save it. Job has schedule. Where we'll check the job? We'll check in SM37. Go to the SM37. I don't know the job name, I just gave a star. This is ID, my ID. So I need to see only the jobs which are running or ran on my job, my ID. So this is already finished. Let's go to the spool, click on spool, go to the type. You see the revaluation has happened. This is a GL account in this company code. One record has passed. Okay, this is the revaluation. This is the entry. The description also took by system itself. Valuation on which date? 30th June 2022 for this GL account. This is how the value has posted. Okay, now let us see for a non-open item GL. Okay, non-open item, sorry, we have already seen how this works for a non-open item GL. Let's see for a open item GL. Okay, for a open item GL you need to add a configuration, which GL you want to have this FX revaluation done. Let's say liabilities. Do I have any? I have a vendor related also, domestic vendor reconciliation account I have. With this also I can show you the vendor related stuff here. Okay, Let me see how many vendors I have in my company code. Okay, this is 16N, LF B1 and IN03. So I have two vendors. This is fine. Let me post one entry for a vendor. Okay, so F-43 I can use for vendor invoice posting. Okay, 16/06/2022. KR is a document type. Here also I want to post in a USD currency. If I post in INR, there is no point, will not see the result. Okay, so vendor, same vendor I am crediting. Let's say I am posting for 500 USD. Let's say. So it took 78 rupees and it has 37,000. Vendor invoice F. He's a foreigner. Let's say. Okay. We'll debit let's say inventory raw material or expenses account any. Inventory raw material we have. Let's say same text. Okay. So just save it. Okay, let us display the document. So you can see here how much was the exchange rate. It took 74 rupees. Okay, for this KR type, what is the exchange rate type it was assigned? Maybe A7 KR. For this KR, the exchange rate type B. Against B, 74 rupees might be added. That is the reason it took. Let us see that also. OB08. It's okay. Display mode. Method is B, USD to INR. Okay, 9th June onwards, yes, somebody made this entry. That is the reason it has considered 74 rupees. Okay, that is the reason it has taken 74 in our entry also. This is fine. Now what I'll do is I'll say system to reconcile this GL account. So what I'll do, this is my reconciliation GL account, vendor reconciliation. Vendor postings will get updated here, right? But I want system to revaluate this GL balances now. FA GL underscore FCB. I'll go again. I want to be done for month end I3. Here I go here. Previously we are done with the GL account balances. This is non-open item. This is done. Now let us go to the open items subledger. Okay. Subledger vendor. Which vendor I want to validate? I want to validate this guy, Radhakrishna. Okay. So I've selected which vendor open item needs to be evaluated. I've selected. The other details as is. Okay. Let me execute. Now you see the revaluation type in a method we have given SA document type. For SA, the exchange rate type was 78 rupees. When the invoice posted, it was 74. There is a difference of 2000. System is trying to post the actual entry. This is the actual entry on 30th June. This is a reversal entry. You see, reversal entry for 2000 rupees. Description also came correctly. Okay. So reversal. This is a reversal posting on a next month. This is a month end FX revaluation, unrealized gain or a profit posting. So, but you see here there are 4 errors. Okay. Let us understand what are these errors. Likewise, account determination incorrect. See, here we have selected a vendor, but system is not showing vendor related configuration is not missing. System is saying particular vendor assigned to which reconciliation account, that reconciliation configuration is missing. System is showing. Okay. So previously, what is the message type we have seen? Message number FR670. Now here you see FR670. Any account determination missing. This is a standard message error. SAP will populate. You just have to configure the right one and then the errors will go off. Okay. Now we've seen that vendor reconciliation account is 20004. So as open items and vendor related or a customer related reconciliation accounts will be mapped in under KDF. Let us go to the KDF, click on new entries. Here you give which GL account you want to revaluate. Here we have to give vendor reconciliation account. So this is a domestic vendor reconciliation account. Currency I don't need to give. Here exchange rate difference realized. What is a realized gain or loss GL account that we need to give? Realized gain, realized loss. This is valuation always for a unrealized gain or loss. Just select unrealized gain or loss, and the bottom one is balance sheet adjustment. It should be adjusted in your balance sheet. FX balance sheet adjustment, we have created one GL account. This is GL, save it. Now this is how you need to add a configuration. I've just added. Now let's go back and rerun. For this it's a transport thing, okay? You cannot fix this kind of errors directly in a production system. If at all this kind of issue occurs, first you have to do the configuration in development. You have to do some component testing. In a test system you have to move a change, do a testing, then you move changes to the production system. But non-open item GL related issue, if you found anything and you already have a FX rate key defined in a KDB, let's say FX rate exchange rate key already you have, then you directly in a production system go in FS02, add that, and you can resolve the issue. Okay, so let me rerun it. Okay, still we see as errors. Okay, so here it is telling posting period 0. Yeah, definitely whenever you post an entry for that particular current month only you will open. This is asking for a next month. In India, June is a third period, fourth is a July. Okay, July period system, why it is asking? This is a unrealized gain or loss revaluation, and this needs to be reversed in a post date of a next month. So what we have to do, we have to open a next period. OB52, you give the posting period variant. It's always your company name. So give 4. As this is related to general ledger, I'll give 4. I've opened a period. Now let us go back again, rerun. See, now errors are gone. 2 posting. One is actual posting for 2000, the other one is for reversal on a 0107. Immediately it's reversing. You just come back, click on update run, go to the program, execute in a background. Same steps, LP01, click on OK, enter, immediate, save it. The program has scheduled with a, this is a program schedule, SM37, you go, execute. Here see at a 1041 we run a previous non-open item related. This is subledger related. Okay, we've run. This is also finished. Go to the spool, type, it has run. This is a vendor, you see 11000117. This vendor related open items reconcile, sorry, revaluated. This is a value, and if you see here, system has posted 1049 for a revaluation entry, 1050 is for a reversal entry. This is a reversal. Activity is done. Now let us see standalone open item GL. Okay, so we have covered a non-open item, we have covered a vendor. Similarly you can do it for a customer also. Only the thing is, for that customer related reconciliation account you need to add under a transaction KDF. Okay, so now I'll create one open item GL. It's a direct open item GL. Okay, so let's say under liabilities I'll create one provision account. Okay, provision accounts are no temporary accounts where clearing is needed. Where clearing is needed, for them only the open item management will be activated. Okay, account, this is a provision account, so I'm activating open item management directly. G01, done. Now I'll post an entry in this GL account. Okay, I'm making a provision for, let's say, rent or some expenses. Okay, let me see whether I have a rent GL. Yeah, I can post a provision entry for a rent. 1606. This is also I want to post in a USD, otherwise I'll not get the expected valuation. So 40 is a debit, rent is a debit, that's a 600 USD. Provision rent, so it has come. Now I'll post in a provision account which I created. Where is this provision account? Yes, same value, same text, overview, save it. Now I'll ask system to revaluate for that particular GL account. Let's see what system will say. Okay, again FAGL FCV. I'll select a company code, month and date it should be. So this open item subledger we are done. We have learned how to do it. Similarly, customer, if you have any customer, give customer here that reconciliation, add in a KDF. So this is also we are done. A non-open item GLs. Now we were doing this open item GLs. I want system to revaluate open item GLs. What is my open item GL? Which is a provision related provision account. I want system to revaluate this GL balance. Let's say I'm going in a postings, test run, last date and reversal date 0107. Let us execute. See here, when the invoice posted, this was 76 rupees, same logic. When a revaluation happening in a month end, it's a 78 rupees. So there is a difference of 1200 INR. So the difference only will post in your local currency. It will not impact the document currency. Obviously your document currency will be same, okay, whatever invoice value the same, only you have a FX revaluation differences or loss or a gain, it will be on your local currency. Here it's a INR 1200 INR. You see, two postings system is expecting, one is for a actual posting and one is for a reversal. You see here GLs are blank, it means you didn't do the configuration yet for this GL. So that is what the error message also tells. You see here, account determination incorrect for this GL account. Now what we have to do, again we have to go OBA1 under KDF, because this is a reconciliation GL, not a reconciliation, it's an open item, so we have to do it in here. You just click on copy as, we no need to add these GLs again. Only whichever GL you want to revaluate, the GL can be added. Just click on copy as, add the GL. The down GLs will be remain same, save it. See, this is also a configuration done. Now come back, now do it again in test mode. You see, now GLs are picked and there is no error also. Okay, it's fine. System is able to post the actual entry and reversal for 1200. Let's go back. Click on update run, go to the program, execute on a background, LP01, enter. Okay, immediate, save it. Now let's go to the SM37, execute. The third job also, you see the start date, okay, by that you can identify which is the latest one. This is the latest one. Go to the spools, type. See, this is a reconciliation open item GL which is done the revaluation. This is a revaluation entry, this is a reversal entry 1053. Okay, if you want to see any of this document, let us go and open this actual entry, FB03 1052 is a revaluation entry. You should not see in a document currency any impact. See, the document currency level, the impact is 0. Okay, but you should see that the 1200 impact in your local currency. You see here, under local currency only it has impacted. This is how you have to do a configuration for open item GLs or a non-open item GL or a reconciliation vendors or a customers. The final one, let us see the realized thing also. Okay, as we have a vendor, let's see any will post. We have already one open item. Let's see what is that. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, 500 USD we need to pay. Okay, so OBA7 for vendor payment, the document type will be KZ. For a KZ, B is there, fine. Now what I'll do is OB08. I've opened in another screen. Yeah, I'll add one more entry for a B type. Let's say from 25th onwards, USD to system should consider 60 rupees. Let's say. Okay, so I'll make a payment now of that 53. I'll make a payment, let's say 26th. I'll make a payment KZ 06 2022. I'm making payment in USD because that invoice originally from USD. Okay, from which GL account I'm paying? I'm paying from cash 500 USD. Okay, and required in a text field. Okay, text is a mandatory. Okay, for which vendor I am making a payment, I need to select the same vendor, Radha Krishna. Okay, enter. You see there are two invoices in his books. First one I deselect 500. This is a USD currency one. Now your amount entered and assigned, both are matching. Let's save it. You see there is a realized gain or loss because payment. Okay, so let's save it. The additional line has come. Okay, why it has come? Because you have a configuration. See, you paid 500 USD only for a Radha Krishna, but there is a loss or gain. See, 7,000 difference. When you make a when you post the actual invoice, that time how much was the, let's see, FBL 1N. This might be clear. Let's see, this is a vendor invoice. If you go here, see the exchange rate was 74 rupees. Okay, so what happened later, we have changed the exchange rate to 60 rupees. Okay, when you make a payment, this is KZ. Let's go here. Okay, let's see here 60 rupees. You see 60. So you have a difference of 74, 60. 14 rupees is the difference. 14 into 500. Okay. Calculator will take. So difference currency is 14 into how much is your value? 500. Okay, sorry, where is this? 500 into 14 is the difference. See, 7,000. That is the reason this 7,000 only impacting in your local currency. Okay, where is this? Yeah. See, this line, if you go here, this is a realized. Okay, this GL we created for a realized. That is the reason system also took realized GL account when you are making a payment. If you see here, this 7,000 is a profit. For you, when an invoice posted, it was 74 rupees, but actual payment time it was 60 rupees. So you have a profit, realized gain of 7,000 rupees. Okay, these are the scenarios, and you need to understand the concept also, and please practice. That's all. Thank you.